I don't know if you guys went back and checked out that video to my mom, sister, and every other covert narcissist out there and looked at the comments that my sister and brother-in-law left. It's abuse I'm talking about, guys. Anytime I've ever tried to mention anything, and I laid everything out here, you know, I've laid everything out. Like I said, I haven't gone into everything. There's so much. But I'm no way have I even come close to painting myself as a saint or as a great person, you know. It just is what it is. But yeah, so those comments, that's abuse. What they're doing is abusing me. My brother-in-law, he's, like I said, he's just doing what my sister tells him to do. My sister is, so what I've come to find out is that, so you can become like that, which I don't know if, okay, so you can become like that, like a narcissistic type like those two, either through abuse or being spoiled. I believe my sister Hannah is through being spoiled, because I don't think she suffered any abuse whatsoever from my mom at all. I think my sister Kristen suffered some major mental abuse from my mom and emotional abuse. But see, I wasn't around, so I don't know. And all I know is that everybody treated her like shit and like a crazy person. So, but anyways, yeah, if you go and look at their message to me, that is what I'm talking about. Like, no addressing of any of the abuse, no addressing of anything. Just gaslighting and saying, well, dude, you're not perfect either. I mean, wow, man. Completely minimalizing the abuse. Lifetime of abuse from my mom. Making fun of my alcoholism, my disease, my addiction to abuse. I feel sorry for Mike. But what can you do, man? If you're not going to stand up for yourself, they're going to use you. So, but yeah, I was tired. I was ready for bed. I haven't been able to think all day. I've just been, it's like I just need a break, And then my daughter drew that tonight, to explain, like in a picture form. And I explained to her, that's the cognitive dissonance that happens, It's sad, man. It's sad that, people would rather go play video games and watch a movie and watch TV and bow down to their favorite music star than try to take care of their shit, One thing I do want to address that they put in their comments, they said that I was going and talking bad about everybody. I'm not talking bad about anybody, except for who I'm talking bad about. I'm not putting everybody's name. Like I said, none of my cousins are involved in any of this. So yeah, it's just nobody from my father's side. My dad's almost dead, so, it's only a few people from my mom's side. And it's a tangled web, and I am sitting here having to block everybody because I have no clue what these people have done. I have no clue how deep this goes. I always knew something weird was going on, but I had no clue that this shit was this evil and this deep. Yeah, and I really do. My sister's deal is, hers is not from trauma. It's from being spoiled, from being raised spoiled. And I think anybody who knows her would agree to that. But, again, that's just hearsay, right? What I would like to say also, so when when I try to mention this abuse, and it was just, look, I've never went boo-hoo for myself. 10 years ago, whenever that shit happened to me, I couldn't drive. I couldn't do anything. I wasn't able to do anything. I thought I was dying. You know? The only reason I'm even talking about this stuff, I mean, I went through 43 years of this, you know? And, man, yeah, the only reason I'm even doing this is to heal. I mean, my abuse completely mimics my daughter. I'm sitting here looking at my daughter going through the same thing in real time. I'm sitting here watching the whole world go through the abuse in these abusive systems, and everybody's just like, Richard, shut the fuck up. And if you're one of those people, I am so glad I'm getting away from you. Because goddamn, what a waste of my time and life and space and everything you were. You're so selfish and just abusive. Unreal, man. Unreal. And care packages, yes. So my sister was, she sent me, I think, three care packages, with socks, and I loved it. I'm very grateful. I'm extremely grateful, but I mean, I can't continue to, and that's it was just right now. I think maybe last winter she might have sent me something, a care package, but it's not like, I'm surviving off my sister. She did something nice for me once in, a year for a couple different times. That was it, guys. So, her comment's so loaded with horseshit, like presumptions and lies, and coming from such a virtuous standpoint of like all her support that she was giving me. You're gone and there's nothing. I feel better. What are you talking about, your support? Yes, I will continue to wear the socks you got me and be grateful for them every time I put them on. And I'll think of you, and I'll hope that you're getting healing and that you're getting past yourself and past mom's evil spell she's got on everybody. Or I can't even say she's got it. I mean, yeah, because she raised you. Like, I think she raised all her children intentionally. I think that's why we're all divided in the way that we are, because she raised us intentionally like that. I think so. I mean, that's where I'm coming to. This woman is out of her freaking gourd, man. And it's not, I read these stories now of all these other people, and it's not uncommon. It's not out of the box at all to think that is possible. She raised all four of us in her own way with a plan. And that's why we're all having difficulties right now in our own ways. So, split and divide. And again, it's a perfect example of my daughter's, how she turned my son against my daughter, how she just tries to turn everybody against my daughter. My daughter's just sitting here healing. If you listen to my ex-wife, you would never know that. My daughter's literally just sitting here healing. I have weed in my house. She doesn't ask for weed. I have, so today, for the first time since I got sober almost 2 years ago, I bought alcohol. I bought a bottle of wine for a recipe, white wine, Chardonnay, and I poured her a little shot glass. So, the recipe called for 1 cup, so we used 1 cup of Chardonnay in the recipe, and I poured her a little shot glass. She drank it like an hour later, and that was it. The rest of the bottle's sitting in there waiting for another recipe. So my daughter doesn't have any kind of addiction other than a phone addiction, because that's her only friend. She asked me tonight, she said, can you take me to hang out at a friend's house. So I think she made, the friend she's referring to, she made while she was working her last job at Golden Corral. Okay. She made a couple friends up there that she hangs out with on the weekend occasionally. And I told her no. I said, I'm healing. I can't be driving at night, especially short notice. I just can't do it. So I have to, keep my boundaries with my healing, guys. I'm still fucked up. I work. When I'm not fucked up, I'm working, I haven't been out to the farmhouse in months. I'm still recovering from that goddamn panic attack that wreaked havoc on my body. That's how down my system is. Still. Plus processing all this healing, getting all this shit out of me. So yeah, this isn't easy. But it's necessary and it's happening. Yeah, it's just, she was literally, like my sister was literally buying me off with a care package, to just keep this abuse, just stay quiet. Just stay, that's what they want. Nobody wants me to talk about this. Nobody. I'm telling you, nobody wants me talking. And that's how and if you read their messages, you'll see, dude, you're not one to talk. You got all these problems. Yeah, I've covered most of my problems on here already. You can go back and watch. And if I miss something, let me know. I'll be happy to cover it. But yeah, that's what they do. That's how they shut me up, And when I was drinking, I felt, I'm a man. I'm an alpha male, been running around hiding my abuse. So it was rarely to a handful of people that I trusted would I try to ever even talk about my abuse. And when I did, this is what I was met with. What you see in their messages to me in that video. It's abuse. That's the narcissistic abuse that I've been suffering. I'm not asking for anything from anybody. And look, they can't even have a conversation. Not that I want a conversation with them. They it's pretty obvious what's going on. There's no need for a conversation until they heal. There's some major healing that needs to go on over there. So yeah, I wish everybody the best. I'm not wishing anything bad on anybody, but I'm not letting, those people that you see that messaged me, my sister and my brother-in-law, that's how my family wants to treat me about my abuse. That's how they want to treat me. They want to cover it up. They don't want to talk about it. They want to act like it never happened. They want me to keep on moving and being Superman when I'm broke. 9 months I've been sitting here in my house, barely surviving, doing what I have to do. And they want me to go back and work. That's what I'm saying. Those are the people on the download, guys. Those are the exact people I'm talking about. They are the perfect example. She's like, sorry, I haven't been able to watch your videos. I got so much going on. Yeah, I know. A lot of video games to play, a lot of TV to watch, a lot of phone calls, a lot of bullshit. I know you have kids, Hannah. I know that. But you also have all kinds of other distractions and everything else you do. Come on. So it's good. That's behind me. We're just going to keep on moving with this, with the healing. Yeah. And see where it goes, man. Nobody wants me talking, guys. I'm telling you. Nobody. There is nobody. I can't think of, except for my kids. My kids are starting to see, My daughter was down here earlier when she drew that picture, I was talking. But she's just taking it all in because she's never heard this before. That's the problem how my sister and my brother-in-law and my mom and all these people want life to just keep on going. Don't talk about that stuff. Don't talk about stuff that matters. that we can sit here and talk for today till our faces fall off about all kinds of useless, senseless bullshit. But when it comes to something that really matters, you heard me. My fibromyalgia. You know what I mean? My everything. You know? Yes, it hurts to fucking talk and think critically. And yes, it hurts when you start figuring out that you're fucked, that everybody got fucked from the very beginning. Yes, it hurts to admit all this shit, but it is what it is. What are you doing playing these fucking games? I'm not playing these games, man. I'm done. I'm sober, guys. I'm sober. I mean, it's crazy. I'm even still alive right now. You know what I mean? So there's nothing in this world I'm attached to. Like I said, I enjoy having heat, you know, in the winter and cool in the summertime, but, you know, and food in my belly. But other than that, I need nothing from this world. I guess a fucking car so I can go to work and afford those few things that they tax me the shit out of. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I need from this world. So for someone to sit here and point the finger at me, and especially with all the abuse, I mean, still, none of this abuse got addressed. None of it. Not a bit. And I've just, like I said, all this, you can go back and watch all these videos, is just skimming the surface. I'm not even going into details, into the nitty gritty, nasty, dirty, scary, what it was like to be a little fucking boy and just scared to death. You know what I mean? I'm not even going into all that. I'm just asking for somebody to understand. Somebody. I don't get any comments on my videos. Nobody knows what to think. Nobody knows what to think. Guys, I admit I'm dealing with major mental issues. You know? I felt myself going into mania the other day. And I'm just trying to breathe myself and keep myself calm through it. Doing my healing and processing. And that helped because I felt that mania bout coming on. I was able to keep it away. I have no depression. I have oppression. People putting oppression on me. My depression is gone. I feel like I'm pushing out. I'm expanding now. I feel like I'm over the hump in my healing. The point of no return. So. Oh, man, it's just, yeah, amazing. I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go back and read their messages because it just fills in more and more for me about this covert narcissism, you know, and how dangerous and sickening it is. Again, my sister, so you can get it from either trauma or you can get it from being spoiled as a child. And I think my sister Hannah got it from being spoiled. My mom, I don't know. My sister's the youngest, and my mom was the oldest, so, you know, who knows? Who knows? And I do believe now, looking at everything, that my mom purposefully raised us in such a narcissistic way that we all just were, I mean, it's amazing.